Hey guys, welcome back to the Poor Investor. So today I dumped in $1,000 into the stock market and I had no idea what I was going to buy. What I usually buy is the S&P 500 because that just follows the market trend and I get my good percentage and I look at it and I'll be like, oh, okay, I don't have to think about anything. But today was a different story because in the last few days, or the last couple of days, NVIDIA and all these other things that are associated with NVIDIA with the whole AI and this whole project plan that they have and their earning revenue has gone up. And I was like, holy cow, what can I buy with $1,000 with NVIDIA? But I held myself back and I said, no, I am not doing that because if I did that, I'm just following and I'm chasing a dream because the damn stock currently is not cheap. And I was like, oh my goodness, right? So $378 currently. My goodness. But let's go over the 1 year mark, which I was looking at maybe even like last year, September or August, and I was like, $162. I don't know. But lo and behold, right now where we're sitting, $378 doesn't even seem like there's a recession going on. So this is crazy right now. Are you going to try and chase this dream? The highest of the high for NVIDIA right now. Not only that, AMD is on that same markets, the same verge, but competitors such as Intel to AMD, Intel isn't doing too well today, or in regards to this market right now. So 121, it has not hit its peak of all time, which was back in September of 21. But guys, I'm trying very hard not to chase this dream, and this damn ad keeps on going off. So right now, Nvidia gains 185 billion in value after predicting AI-driven boom in chip demand. So it's driving up other companies besides NVIDIA or anything surrounding NVIDIA who works with them or outsource with other vendors. They're going up as well. Now, is this just a fad or this can lead into the many years to come? Is this your time to get into it? Well, it's hard to say. It's hard to predict. No one's ever going to tell you the right answer because they don't know themselves. So how do we go about doing this? Well, my honest opinion and how I would do it is this. I would, I actually typed in that and wrong. It's just SPY. So SPY is what I normally buy, right? So SPY is the S&P 500. It takes the top 500 stocks and it just reinvested on the daily. And if one of those companies do not exist anymore, guess what? S&P 500 wouldn't account for those anymore because they're offloading and their balance of buying these different stocks is just makes up that 100%, right? So they don't all put everything into one particular stock or company because that's not what that is. It just spreads out evenly. And that's probably the reason why it explains the daily average or the yearly average, the year to date, the interest on it, the interest that you gain back on it, it's not significant, right? So let's just look at this for example. 1 year, you're up 9. If you bought into the S&P 500 or the SPY Trust, SPY stock, it's going up to 9.53% within a single year. But if you have done that with NVIDIA for a whole year, my goodness, it's like hitting like jackpot, you know? So right now, it's all up in the air. Like, what would you do for yourself if you had $1,000 in the stock market that you had, extra, right? Don't put in money that you need to survive off of. I swear YouTube ads are, Yahoo ads are crazy. So what would you do? I mean, look at these stocks. Market just opened. AMD, well, I don't know about Tesla, but Tesla is its own different ball game. Just everything is green right now. So how do you say that we're currently in a recession, people are losing jobs? Yes and no, right? They cut so many jobs that companies are like, oh, we got all this money back in our pocket now. We could probably do new projects and do more things and force the guys who are working with us currently to take on dual roles, right? So that's probably where all this is coming from. But AI has changed a lot in the game. A lot of jobs were probably replaced by AI or replaceable by AI. And these big companies who have the funds to make these changes are probably taking that approach. The same how McDonald's adapted with these kiosks and these automation that can even get rid of burger flippers and French fry fryers, right? So very, very interesting time. And AI is going to drive all that. There's smart AI and there's AI that just does static work, right? So if it's a hamburger flipping machine that runs on an AI, it'll know that. And if it knows the temperature is too hot or too warm or not hot enough, it will know that the burger is not cooked, right? So, I mean, that's a basic example of how the AI would be beneficial in that. But right now, NVIDIA and AMD, those are the two stocks that I prefer and I like because I always had an interest in AMD. Not so much with Intel. I thought Intel, chips were always overpriced. But what would you do, again, going back to if you had $1,000 right now? So I said I would put it into SPY. And if I put it into SPY, this is what I would get, right? So right now for 1 year, $417 for the last year, it has gone up like almost daily total return 8.84%. So we're averaging around 9%. It's safer this way because if anything happens to NVIDIA, I'm not saying that it will. I'm just saying, and this is not financial advice entirely because I mean, I am talking about it. So is it financial advice? No, I am not telling you to buy anything in particular. What I'm saying is, is if you do choose to buy NVIDIA stocks directly, opposed to buying some, collaborative ETF or SPY stock that includes NVIDIA or any other associated companies that it works with, if you buy it directly, it's really high. You're basically buying the news, you're buying the hype. And when people start offloading, if there's any issues, I'm not saying that there may be, but for me, buying SPY with $1,000 that I just put into the stock market eases my mind to the point where I don't have to worry about anything and I don't want to think about it. I will less likely to check the stock market on the SPY on the daily if I bought that, opposed to if I bought NVIDIA directly, I would be checking it constant. And that's my difference. And that's how the approach I've taken so far. I own, a lot of SPY, and that's the way I have been doing it. Even though I know there is so much hype going on with different things at different times with Tesla and, but with NVIDIA and there's AMD. I look at those and I still buy my traditional dividend stocks. And, you got Coca-Cola and you got, what was that? I just a whole bunch of different stocks that I own, Target and all these other commodities that I look into, not just technology stocks or the hype stocks of today. All right. So that's pretty much my, is it a rant? No, it's not a rant. It's what I did, my financial situation with what I had $1,000. I put it into the stock market, and that stock market is, I'm using leverage to buy more SPY. All right, because that's the S&P 500. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. That's just my opinion. All right. I want to thank you guys for being here. Please remember to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye.